Okay, guys, this is going to be a longer video now. And my shoes are leaking, my feet are wet, my rubber boots cracked across the bottom. These ones that I've wore for 2 years and I dearly love. I paid $7 for those at Walmart 2 years ago. You know, on a clearance at the end of summer or at the end of winter. I don't remember which it was, but he's smelling something down there. I don't know what. We got a lot of rabbits. But paid $7 for them. Now they're leaking. I've super glued them together a couple times. The sole has come apart and things, and I think they're just beyond fixing now. Boy, he's hunting something. I don't know if the deer are down there bedded, because they sleep down here and they bed down here and they like it. And this is the river bottom pasture that I was mowing with that Super A yesterday for you guys that watched that video. And I'm not done. I've got to move all these down trees. Actually, I've got to dig more holes and put them in up there at the back of the barn where I'm going to build the tractor shed addition. And then finish mowing all this before it gets too long and get stuff out of there so I can see what's in there, you know. Yeah, so this, I think it's a big old cottonwood tree right there that lost that limb in the storm. It's hanging down and it's just balanced there, so I'm not going to fool with it. I'd like to get it out of there and get it cut up, but at the risk of getting myself hurt, it's just going to have to come down a little farther, I think, or I'll have to hook onto it with the tractor and pull that post up. See what I mean? I think right there is what's holding it. That post right there where the straight up and down, the vertical is going to the ground. It's acting like a post. And I may just have to hook a long strap onto it and pull that out from under it to get it on down. And I need to cut this up. Cottonwood's not a really good burning tree at all. I've got more firewood on this place that comes down every year than I can burn. And for more than 50 years, that was all I used for heat. But the last couple of years, with my health issues, I've been using my furnace a good bit. And my stove less, because I don't want to keep it going at night while we're asleep and we all burn up in a house fire or something, you know. And the dogs and the cats. And he's down there at that spot looking for the snakes too, down by that shed, that building. Yeah, that's what he's doing. This kitty's right here rubbing all over on me. I don't know why. You know what, guys? I don't think I ever set that. No, it's on 1 power, so it's probably being pretty bouncy. Let me switch it. There. At least now it won't bounce all over when I move. But that's what I got to finish to do here. And I got, you know, look at all the trees I got down here that I've got to clean up. And these are for the tractor shed. These are for the addition for the tractors. And it won't be pretty, but, you know, it won't be uniform like using lumber, but it's what I've got. It's what I've got to use. And I got so much money out in tractors right now that I need to stop spending, and when I sell, stop buying more. But it is what it is. It does keep me going. It keeps me busy. Gives me something to do. And yeah, he's hunting the snakes. That's where he's at. He's down there hunting them snakes. Where's the snakes? Are you looking for the snakes? You're not going to find them right now, buddy. It's too cold. So yeah, so I've got to drag all these up. Drag them out of here and mow where they're at, and then get them drug up towards the barn. Of course, you know what, guys, if I drag all these up there, I'm not going to be able to move around there. So I don't want to really drag them up until I'm ready to put them up, put them in the ground. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be ready. Honestly, I got more projects going than I can tackle. I don't know why. It's just kind of the way I am. But so this is already a long one. This is going to be a video, longer video, and we hope it interests you and doesn't bore you. Sammy the Wonder Dog down there doing his thing, and the cat rubbing all over on my legs. Give you a river shot here, guys. My feet are wet. Had to put on long pants today, you know, it being this temperature. Finally had a good night's sleep last night, about 7 hours, and for me that's a big sleep. This dang cat just won't leave me alone. What's up, kitty? What? I don't know what you want, cat. Just want some love and some attention, I guess. But, so here, guys, here's the river this morning. Water level's fair. It's not big, but it's fair. And I just wish it would maintain this all the time like it used to. It's still down. Actually, guys, I'm telling you wrong. It's still low. It's low. See that big rock bar right there? That's never there. Now, we had some high water this year. You know, some gully washer rains. Look at that. That was created this year. We had the big high water, and that force evidently washed all that stuff down right there. That's a new one. That's a new rock bar. That's not been there. That other one up there, that's been there for probably more than 100 years. That's where the old mill sat. See, that's where the race wheel was, in that channel. But now we got another channel. It wasn't here before. Oh, look on the tree. That's one of my old squirrel feeders. See that board? I used to put ear corn up on the trees for the squirrels. When I bought this place 35 years ago, I didn't have squirrels. I had one old fox squirrel that wouldn't breed and wouldn't let anybody else in here. And so my work was, I had a wildlife control business working out of the cities, and so I brought some squirrels out of houses that I trapped and turned loose. And one was a black one. And now we have black squirrels about a quarter mile up the road in the village. And we've had them now for about 20 years after I turned that one loose. The squirrels, they migrate up and down this water course, you know. And surprising how far a squirrel goes. You wouldn't think it, but they do. Anyway, we used to have 28 to 30 inch pike in here. And it was known for 100 years those big pike were in here. This was actually noted by the U.S. Department of Agriculture in the year 2000. Online, you can look it up, actually. That the Taimachti in Wyandotte County, Ohio, outside of Marseilles, Ohio, had the highest population of pike, northern pike fry, of anywhere in the state. And then they've knocked out the dams and everything, and the water level's not up much anymore. And, you know, we've got so much pollution, all the fields are drained into it, and it's, you know, it's putting so much nitrogen and chemicals into the water anymore. It's affected everything. It used to be, when I first bought this place, all that was there was that old trailer. The old house had burned down. And two women lived here, passed away, mother and daughter, and I bought this place. And at that time, people came down here and fished all the time. up here behind the cemetery all the time. Every weekend during the summer at that cemetery up there on the hill, people would be pulled in there parked, catching pike, catching northern pike. But when I lived in that trailer up there, that's about 1993, you would hear these huge river carp down here slapping the water when they were spawning. And, you know, a 2-foot park, blah, blah, a 2-foot carp, 2-foot long carp was nothing out of the ordinary down here. I'm going to say they were a little bigger, actually. I'm just measured 2 foot with my arm. Actually, my arm to my elbow is 18 inches, and there's 2 foot. 2 foot would have been a common carp. You got them bigger than that. And you would hear them up in that old trailer, with the windows open in the summer. You'd hear them down here slapping the water when they were spawning. And we don't get that anymore. We don't get any of that anymore. So, you know, it's a bit of history. This is the edge of the old Wyandotte Indian Reservation. And they find a lot of arrowheads here. I don't hunt them. I'm not that docile. I don't have the patience to go around staring at the ground like that. But this place was a big part of history. There was an old mill here, and the millstone is in Harrison Smith Park in Upper Sandusky, Ohio. And it was given to them before I bought it, or the county took it, or so somebody I'm sure gave it to them. But I was told that by a friend of mine, one of the first friends I had out in here, who passed away probably 25 years or so ago. He was 95 then, so Neil'd be 120 or something like that now, roughly. And I miss him. I miss the old folks. Now I'm an old folk. But you know what? The old folks that were here were great people. They were awesome people. And now we get the people moving out here from the cities and stuff. And they bring their garbage attitudes with them. The problem is they move out here and they move over here from Pennsylvania, from the Amish areas and the Mennonite areas, and they don't follow the laws here. You know, they think they don't have to obey the law of the land, only God's law. And you know, it makes it hard. It makes it hard to, you know, to be neighbors. You know, and that's important. You know, people are supposed to do for each other and try to help each other. And you know, we try that very much around here. And I got one real good neighbor right up the road there, and I appreciate him. I really appreciate him. And we just lost a good neighbor, really good neighbor. He passed away up the road here. Cancer. He was only in his 60s. He got cancer, and within 4 or 5 months, he was gone. Marine, good guy, would do anything for anybody. Served on the local village fire department, things of that sort. And the good folks are disappearing, guys. They really are. And we're getting the yuppies and the gangbangers moving out in here, and the druggies, and it's just not a good thing. So Wonder Dog is here. He's wanting to exercise. Yeah, he just hinted at me with his basketball, didn't he? He carried it here. Now he's going to go look for snakes again. Come on. Oh, hey, by the way, guys, the turkeys are gobbling now. Yeah, wild turkeys are gobbling. Sal heard one the other morning. He commented to me, and I had heard them. I'd been hearing them myself. But you guys have a great Sunday, and come on back, and we hope you'll watch this long video. I hope I'm not boring you too much. I'm trying to show you folks some things that maybe aren't familiar. And look at that. There's our Super A, and there's our exhaust cover. It's too hot. I can't get the tarps over it at night. and a can and a rain cap isn't enough to keep water out of the manifold on that. So it just hit me the other night. It was hot. I couldn't cover it up. The engine was hot, and it was going to rain. And I thought, I wonder if that old garbage can will fit on there. And it covers, I think, all the spots where the rain was getting in. So I'm going to try that after a bit, guys. But I'm going in the house. You all have a great day. I'm Steve here at Rural Life, Vintage Tractors, Off-Grid, and a bunch of other stuff. You guys have a great day.